We've got a roots of polynomial question here. So a cubic is equal to 0 with roots alpha, beta, gamma. Without solving the equation, we're asked to write down the sum of the roots, the sum of the product of the pairs, and the product of the triples. So there's some formula that you can learn that are very quick to use for quadratics, cubics, quartics, and even so on. And that is that sum of the roots, this is just shorthand for that, is always equal to minus b over a, where a is your leading coefficient, and then it's b, then c, then d. So for us, it's going to be minus 3 over 2, so 3 over 2. Then the sum of the products of the pairs, alpha, beta, but that means precisely this, is equal to c over a. Again, I'm not going to show you where these come from, but please do look into it and make sure you understand it. And that's going to be 12 over 2, so 6. And then the sum of the triples, now in this case, for a cubic, actually there is no sum, it's just the triples, that then becomes minus d over a. So minus 7 over 2. All right, and we've got everything set up for the next part. So we're asked to use our answers to part A to determine the value to some different expressions, and it's all about combining the expression to be able to use the results here. So let's put this over a common denominator. It's gonna be alpha, beta, gamma. So I'm going to get 2 beta gamma plus 2 alpha gamma plus 2 alpha beta all over alpha beta gamma. We can factorize out the 2, and then we just get that alpha beta plus alpha gamma plus beta gamma. So it's going to be 2 times 6 all over minus 7 over 2. We can keep change flip. I mean, you can put it in your calculator, of course, but times by 2 and divide by 7, it's going to be minus 24 over 7. Good start. Next up, we're asked for the product of this. So I'm going to expand it out. Now you can either expand it bit by bit, or as you do more practice of this, you can actually do it really quickly. So I'm going to get alpha, beta, gamma from multiplying these. And then I'll get alpha times beta times minus 1 to give me minus alpha beta. But then I'll also get alpha alpha times gamma times minus 1 and beta times gamma times minus 1. And what this will end up giving me is minus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. And we can just write it all down in one go. And then I'll get alpha times minus 1 times minus 1. I'll just get an alpha from it, but I'll also get a beta in a similar way and a gamma. So then I'll have plus alpha plus beta plus gamma. And the only term I've missed is doing minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1. And there we have it. We are going to get, as you can see, we've got 8 terms here. There's going to be 8 terms when you multiply this out, because when you multiply the quadratic out, you get 4 terms. And then for those 4 terms, you line them up with that and with that, you're going to get 8 terms overall. So you can be really confident. Of course, if you prefer, just do it bit by bit. But if you can get to this sort of result, it'll just save you a little bit of time. And we've got everything we need now, because I've got my, it's minus 7 over 2 first, then minus 6, plus 3 over 2 minus 1. And that ends up giving us minus 9. On to the last one, the sum of the squares of the roots. So for this, I'm going to take alpha plus beta plus gamma and square it. Because that will guarantee to give me this plus some extra stuff. And again, if you practice this, you can do it a little bit more quickly than just having to expand that whole bracket. Because I can see I'm going to get alpha squared plus beta squared plus gamma squared. I'm not kind of doing everything times alpha like you might normally do with brackets. I'm just kind of identifying some key things from it. And then I'll get alpha beta, but later on I'll also get beta alpha. So I'm going to get 2 lots of that. But in a similar way, I'm going to get 2 lots of beta gamma and 2 lots of gamma alpha. So I can just write that straight down. And that is it. We've actually found ourselves 9 terms. There's 3 terms associated with this alpha when I times through, and 3 with the beta, 3 with the gamma. So what that means is alpha squared plus beta squared plus gamma squared is going to equal alpha plus beta plus gamma all squared minus 2 lots of alpha beta plus beta alpha plus gamma alpha. And we know what each of these is. We've got 3 over 2 squared minus 2 lots of 6. That's 9 over 4 minus 12. This ends up giving us minus 39 over 4. Good job.